out at top 32 level, and it is going to be Thomas Osinski, Dream Street, going through to the top 16, and he will be absolutely delighted with this.
He certainly will be. I mean, yeah, what an upset, and yeah, just over-aggressive on that transition. We move it along to the next battle of the day. This one, you know, every time I see these little yellow G66 balls in the line, it puts a smile on my face. It will be Christian Petrov to lead out Adam Zalewski. Dave, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, Adam Zalewski, no stranger to this track, no stranger to this car, but this is his first time competing at this level on the virtual world, and he is going up against Christian Petrov. Petrov has got out of the gate very fast here. Adam Zalewski left a little bit napping, and Petrov looking good on the left foot brake through that first corner. A little bit of wobble of the front wheels. Now Zalewski's coming very, very hard after him. He knows he's left a little gap on that first corner, and Zalewski's got to do a little bit of work here as they transition back to this. Oh, big angle from Petrov, slowing the car down, leaving Zalewski a little bit of room to get back into this. And just towards the end of the run, Zalewski getting there, but not as close as we've seen some of the other runs. I think it all started from that jump off the line, that it just looked like Zalewski was spinning wheels and he just couldn't get the traction down.
I think you're absolutely right there, Dave. You can see, but look at that big dive on the initiation from Zalewski. Just still couldn't find the pace to keep up with Petrov there. Petrov put to floor, left foot braking all the way through the circuit. Very, very nice lead line. Dials on big angle on that transition, sets himself up perfectly for that outside wall ride. That opens the door for Zalewski to get there. Zalewski still not really door on door from what we've seen so far.
That is, I'm telling you, these guys from the virtual drifting world have been putting in the time, the practice. They want to make a name for themselves, and we've already watched Thomas Osinski take down Peter Vainsek. Could Christian Petrov take down Adam Zalewski? But Zalewski will be in the lead position here. Petrov in the chase. He's got the pace. He knows he's got a quick car. He's smoking tires off the start line. Zalewski again smoking tires, allowing Petrov that little bit of chance to get in, but Petrov dives a little bit late. Zalewski's offline, back on it again. A little bit messy through that first corner. Big angle from Petrov, but he holds it just about, but he's had to back away because of it. It's a little bit scrappy. And Zalewski now looking much more confident in that lead position. Petrov's got to make a move here through this last corner, and he does try and get up onto the door. Almost gets there. That's a tough one to call, Ian. Tough one.
Again, another very tough call there. You're right, you can see Zalewski smoking tyres as he goes down to that initiation. Needed the grip to try and accelerate from Petrov. Falls out of that outside zone, then drops back onto that yellow line. Petrov doesn't really dial onto the door. Little tag of the rear wheel there, just backs himself out of it for the transition. And you can see Zalewski shallowing up the angle, tries to escape Petrov. Petrov, though, does everything he can. I think he's got better proximity on this final corner than what
I think
had.
if you're putting lead to lead, chase to chase, I think you're going to say Petrov had the better lead run. And in the chase runs, there was bits of genius from both drivers, but I don't know. I'm leaning a little bit towards Petrov here. I could be wrong, but I'm just thinking that Adam Zalewski missing that outside zone in the first corner for Zalewski, that was probably maybe enough. So judges are logging in their scores now. I can hear little beeps in my background, so I know that's when they're logging in the scores. So I can imagine those scores are dropping in now, and we're waiting for this. And I mean, will we have another massive upset? I mean, think about it. We were going to have, we could have had, in any other normal circumstance, Peter Vainsek, Adam Zalewski. Now it looks like we're going to have Thomas Osinski and Christian Petrov. There you go. You cannot write
there
it.
There you go.
We're making stars. And you know what I love about it? We get to see brand new cool.
Keep that name in my mind in case I see it pop up next time. Thomas Osinski now pulls to the line to take on Christian Petrov. Osinski took down Peter Vainsek earlier on in top 32. Well, can he take Christian Petrov out of it?
I just saw a comment roll in on the Facebook there saying, is this real or online? And that's just made my day. I mean, if you're feeling like it's real, then it's real. Either way, I love that. You know what I mean? It's real adrenaline. It's real competition. It just happens to be in the virtual world. Here we go. Another battle of Christian Petrov, Thomas Osinski. Remember, Osinski took out Peter Vainsek, and he's exploding flames from the front of that BMW, but he's left a bit napping on the start line here. We might have a false start, and we do indeed have a false start. That looked to me like a little bit of missed timing from everybody. It happens, Ian. Everyone's pumped. Everyone's pumped up. Everyone's ready to go, and that's a very small little light that they're looking at in front of them, and sometimes you can jump the line a little bit. I don't think that was the case. I think it was just a bit of miscommunication, and hopefully this time these guys will get off the line. Osinski in the chase position I mentioned took down, probably one of the highest ranking drivers in the world. So no pressure as he comes into this particular battle. Let's see what happens, Ian, as they come off the line.
Yeah, clean start from these guys. As now Petrov leads in Osinski. Osinski goes very wide though, drops wheels over the edge of the circuit. Petrov holds it together, nice transition. Petrov did a clinical job last time in his top 32 battle, and now he looks dialed as he fires through the middle of the circuit. Wheel up onto the curb, takes down the cones. Osinski looks for the side of that S15 once again. Osinski holds his own, stays with him, just nudges the front bumper onto the door.
Incredible stuff there, and really good driving from everybody. And you know, from my perspective right now, it's going to be tough to beat anybody at this level. Everyone's kind of dialed in, but watch that, just a little bit too much of an overhang from Osinski for me. He just hung on a little bit, had to go on the angle to stay off the grass. It lost him a little bit of ground. He kind of clawed back in for the rest of the run, and then you've got a little bit of dirt drop in there from Petrov, but pretty even overall. I was just thinking, Ian, on another note here, that there's about 60 people involved in this championship right now, and not one person is in the same household or area as another. Is that incredible? That there's 60 people making all of this happen from all over the world. It's incredible. Just how far we've come and how much we've adapted to the current situations. It's amazing to see, and hats off to everybody involved. So here we go again. It is going to be Osinski now in the lead position and leaving a bit of a gap on Petrov. He's got work to do here.
Yeah, why has he left the gap though, Dave? Is he going to play it safe, or is he going to go for it? He goes for it. He goes for a big dive after the initiation in that outside zone. Backs out of it once again now, looks for the side, makes a dive up onto the side. Once again, that BMW gives him some room to manoeuvre through as he gets a wheel up onto the curb, just Thomas Osinski. And here comes Christian Petrov right now as he once again tries to make a dive, dials it in, fires on the angle, or makes contact across the line.
Oh, there you have it. I mean, from my perspective right now, you know, that run-in, Ian, is so important. You cannot get left for dead there. It just leaves you with so much work to do for the rest of the course. And it happens in the real world, you know, in the real championships as well. That initiation is so important. Because the course is so full throttle for about 60-70%, you don't really have anywhere to catch until the very end. And that's what exactly happened here, as Petrov played catch-up the whole way through, got to Osinski on the last wall, but was it too little too late, or had he done enough? I mean, mistakes from both sides. It's going to be a tough one for the judges to call.
It certainly is going to be a tough one for the judges to call.
Team Slide Culture represents. See the fans spinning in the booth. That's spinning. Amazing.
There's no detail, Dave, left unturned in this championship.
It's incredible. I mean, the fans spinning in the rear radiator just to me says how crazy is the future of this championship if this is the kind of level of driving, detail, and excitement that it's bringing us. I mean, we got another 4 rounds to go after this. I'm pumped enough. I might have to take a little sit down after this because it's been very exciting. Well, the judge is still waiting, and here we go. It's going to be Christian Petrov getting the win in the S14. Chris and David and Kevin, our judges, have all decided that big one. And as you said, Brandon, me, and Stephen Hatcher, I mean, I wouldn't even call that one. I think that's absolutely 50-50 for me. So we're going to have those 4 battles. We're going to end up with 2 guys going into the semi-final, or 4 guys going into the semi-finals. We're getting to the business end of the championship. We've only got 20% of this round left. These guys are left in that last 20%, but who's going to take it home? Alan Hines will be in the lead position as your highest qualifier, going up against Christian Petrov in that S14 in the chase. Petrov has been on fire all day. Hines got a bye run. In here and put a very strong lead run in.
It certainly is, Dave. Look at that nice big opposite flick. Look at Hines on the edge of the circuit, rear wheel to the line. Whoa, wow! How did Petrov hold that transition? How did he even make that happen? And again, goes for it once again. As Alan Hines transitions into the outside zone, looks for the wall. Petrov loses a little bit of ground, needs to step on the gas and find the side of the S15 once again, as Petrov really throws up an exclamation mark here in competition.
Whew. I mean, from my perspective right there, I'm pretty sure that Alan Hines has got a fight on his hands. The transitions, yes, not perfect angle for Petrov, but the proximity and precision was perfect. He did not show any fear here throughout the whole course. And again, Alan Hines puts in that near 100-point perfect run. Until then, tags the wall, little too aggressive, only error from him. Leaves a little bit on the table for Petrov, but Alan Hines is going to be chomping at the bit here to get out there and get on the door, because I think Alan Hines will be a little disappointed with that little waiver on the wall, and he'll want to just correct that. And Petrov, though, he is a beast out there.
Yeah, he was not messing around. But he knows that Alan Hines was the first place qualifier, and he will know that he can trust Hines on the transitions and to go fast. Well, here we go, down they come. Christian Petrov to lead in Alan Hines. Alan Hines not messing around. He knows what the question was, and has he got the answer? Looks like he has right now as Alan Hines starts replying with those big transitions. Fire through the middle of the circuit. Hines bumper to bumper as Christian Petrov puts that back end of the S14 to the wall. Alan Hines replies once again by parking that Pro Drift Academy S15 onto the door of Petrov's S14.
Wow, I mean, we are seeing guys really fighting for that podium spot. I mean, it's only the top 8 and we're already getting final level battles here. And as you can see, Alan Hines doing a phenomenal job in the chase. And look, I'll put it this way, from my perspective, Ian, not much between them in both battles, but Hines looking the classier driver.
Yeah, and I agree 100% there, Dave. The transitions, the timing, the angle on transitions and the lead. Was the wall tap, the little wobble too much? I don't know. I think the aggression and the cleanliness of the chase from Alan Hines will probably get him into that top 4.
Yeah, I would agree. I had a little technical difficulty there, Ian. I was just froze for a moment. I was trying to refresh, and I'm back in again. And